Hi, we are live. All right, welcome to the Sci-Fi and Sunshine podcast. My name is Bria. I'm a speculative fiction author and a running mom coming to you from the Sunshine City in the Sunshine State. And on today's episode, I am starting off. I'm going to start by prefacing that I don't have any sponsors. I'm not trying to promote any particular product, but I got a little excited when I found out that LaCroix, not sponsored by LaCroix, let me just say it again. LaCroix came out with a new flavor and it's called Sunshine. So that is how I wanted to start the episode. And I don't know all the rules because I'm too lazy to read them, but my understanding from other people who do this regularly is that you can't really you can't show products if you're not sponsored by them. I think I'm not positive. Anyway, so I've got the can hidden. And I'm on YouTube and on Instagram at the same time. So that's why I'm going left and right because Instagram's over here, YouTube is over here. I haven't done live on both of these in a little while, but I thought I'd go for it today because I have a couple things to talk about. It's not going to be super long, probably 15-minute range. But I am going to start by I have not tried this LaCroix flavor yet. So my understanding is it's naturally essenced. So I take that to mean actual sunbeams have been harvested. So we'll see. We'll see what it tastes like. I am going to, and I'm trying to hide the fact that this is in a Yeti as well. So you can't see the logos from that either. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know how all this works. All right. So this is my first time trying this. A coworker of mine was the one who put me onto it, that it is a thing. Sunshine, drink in the sunshine. And I'm sorry, everybody on YouTube. I keep trying to fix the camera angle so that light is not that light. Anyway, Instagram, you look fine. Okay. So here I go. I am trying LaCroix Sunshine for the first time. So drinking literal sunshine. Oh, that's good. It's really good. It is like drinking sunshine. Okay, yeah. And I'm not sponsored by anybody, and I'm not trying to tell you what to do or what not to do. But just so you know where I found it, and my very kind coworker gave me this info because I went to Publix. They did not have this flavor, and I was a little disappointed because it's apparently a brand new flavor. But Target had it, and you have to go to their summer section. It's not even with all the regular LaCroix. So yeah, ooh, this is really good. It's like drinking literal sunshine. It just seems very appropriate for the podcast to be drinking sunshine in the Sunshine City, in the Sunshine State, on the Sci-Fi and Sunshine podcast. Okay, enough of all that. I'm going to move on to the second topic that I want to talk about, which is it's a sci-fi channel. We got to talk sci-fi. There's three things. There was drinking sunshine together. There's a robot to discuss. And then the third thing, which is why it's just going to be like 15 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on my timer. The third thing I'm going to talk about is a video, which it's on Instagram and it's on YouTube already. So you can watch this video of a wildlife encounter that I had. And if you're live with me right now, you might already know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll get there. It's actually pretty cute and entertaining. So the robot, Attack of the Robot. Okay. So by now, if you follow this kind of thing, I'm not breaking any news. You've probably seen this already. So I'm going to peek at the article I was looking at. Okay. So there is a video going around, and I've shared the link to this video in the show notes on YouTube, and I'll share it in Instagram separately. Sorry, I can hear my son I asked him to stay in his room for just a little bit. We'll see if he does while I go live. Um, okay, so this article is talking about how a robot has basically gone on the attack. And what it is, it's a humanoid looking robot, and there's a YouTube video that I'm sharing that you'll see it for yourself. It's a little creepy. This robot is just there, very calm, not really doing anything at first, and then all of a sudden, the arms start flailing, and there are a couple men in the video. This is apparently in China, where they're doing a lot of these like things that I don't know what kind of regulations they have in China. I think they get whatever the dictator of China would like them to do, they do. So, I don't know. I'm not going to try to speak too much on the Chinese government. I am just going to say that it's unfortunate that some of these things just like are people are plowing ahead. Clearly not paying attention to all the science fiction authors that have been trying to warn everybody for a long time. So these two men are, I don't know, I'm not sure what exactly they're doing, but the robot starts going wild. And it's very creepy. And this is the kind of thing why this is why movies like Terminator came out, and this is why I, Robot and Asimov and a lot of the classics were written about like what happens when artificial intelligence and the androids, and what happens when they malfunction, because they are going to. It's just an inevitability. And if they're malfunctioning, but they're just low level, like let's just say like a Roomba. I have a Roomba. I have a Roomba vacuum. I don't have anything per se against AI as a just a general concept. And there are purposes for it. And vacuuming for me is a great purpose for it. But the building of the humanoid robots, like anyway. So this video, went viral, of course, and people were watching it. And it's it's like alarming to watch, because it's a humanoid looking, but you can imagine like it's a machine. It's way stronger than people. It is much more when it malfunctions, you like anything in a factory, if a machine messes up, it can maim or kill a person. And that has happened throughout the centuries of technology advancing. Like people have been killed by machinery for years. Well, so this is just essentially another piece of machinery that can go wrong. And it it's not the same as like a factory machine that's just algorithmic in the basic sense, because what I think they're trying to do is I shouldn't say they, I don't know, let me not try to give people's motives, but what ends up happening is like the next thing is like, oh, we can make it think for itself, and like that kind of idea. And I don't know that I necessarily believe that we as humans can create sentience, but I also, that's a whole nother topic, but I am very concerned about just the rush to do these humanoid, including what Tesla's doing. Like I'm not trying to pick on only China. I would like to pick on everyone who is doing this, and not necessarily thinking about the repercussions of android robots, humanoid robots, and trying to mimic humanity in that way. It's very different than building a little, like, sorry to keep going back to the Roomba, but like a little robot vacuum that does not look human. There's just something about watching a human-like machine go wild and start appearing to attack someone. I mean, there's psychological stuff there too. That's anyway. So that video, I'm going to share that, and the article is just talking about how uh, basically it starts thrashing like it's trying to break free from its crane, and the men are like cowering, trying to get out of its way, and it topples over the computer monitor, and eventually um, they pull the crane from behind to get it to. I don't know if that's what got it to stop its attack, but and you can even say attack, but that's not even necessarily what it's doing. It's not like this robot is trying to hurt these men. And that's the whole thing with the appearances and what it looks like from our perspective is this robot is like a Terminator trying to attack us, but it's just a malfunctioning piece of machinery. But we as humans, we transfer our own humanity onto that. So it's yeah, oh, all kinds of dystopian stuff is on the way, I'm sure. Okay, so moving on to my next topic, which is the stranger than science fiction, which I know that whole robot thing is sometimes strange, and science fiction obviously come to life. But this next part is about a sweet little woodland stork. I'm saying woodland stork, and I don't even know for sure. It is some kind of stork that showed up on my front step. Basically, it was my garage was open. This was just a couple days ago. It tried to go. I'm calling him a he just for convenience. He tried to go into my garage, and I came outside and caught the moment. Was like I was about to leave to pick up my son from school, and so I videoed this whole interaction that I had with this sweet little stork. And it is the video on YouTube that I have gotten the most interactive comments with. So I was actually going to spend just a couple minutes reading these fun comments on YouTube that I've gotten from people. So I'm going to click over to the video that I did. So I've uploaded the video to YouTube on my YouTube channel, which if you're watching this live on YouTube, you can find it pretty easily. And then on Instagram, the reel is actually one of my more recent reels. If you're live today, May 22nd, 2025, it's one of my recent reels. So you can see it on Instagram as well. And again, I'll link it in the notes in Instagram after the live is over. So I titled the video in YouTube, "This feels like an only in Florida moment." There's a comedian who I like to follow who uses that phrase. He's a Floridian and he does a lot of Florida humor, and he'll say only in Florida, and he does these little videos of what is happening, the crazy things that happen, especially with wildlife, and his channel is called OMG It's Wicks. So just a fun creator to follow. Again, not sponsored by him either. I'm just throwing out a little promo there for somebody that I enjoy watching because his videos are actually pretty funny. So this sweet little stork shows up walking, and it's tall. It's probably as tall as my son. My son comes up to about here on me, maybe not quite that tall. The stork was maybe slightly shorter. So this stork comes wandering like it's going to walk into my open garage, and I end up videoing this like 3-minute interaction where I'm trying to get the stork like gently. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to startle him, so I'm being real gentle. I had people who saw the video like, you could have just like kind of run at him and he would have flown away. And I felt bad because I'm like, he's a sweet little stork. I don't want to scare him. So I was trying to very gently get him to walk away and maybe go hang out in the yard because I needed to get in my car and back out of the driveway and go get my son from school. Well, so it took about 3 minutes to get this. Well, sorry, I shouldn't say it took 3 minutes. It took like maybe 8 minutes, but I cut down the videos that I had videoed of it to make it a 3-minute video, so it wasn't too long. So here are some of the comments that I got from people on YouTube who, again, this is like my most interacted with video in terms of comments. I've actually had videos with higher view counts because whenever I do like my Princess Leia, I get like thousands of views of that, which is pretty fun. And this video is up to like almost 800 views, but it's got a lot of comments. So here are some of the comments from people who enjoyed watching the stork video and the interaction I had with him. So, okay. And I don't know if it's appropriate to like list everybody's tag names. If you're on YouTube, you can go see it. I'll just say the first letter of the person's name. So L says, he's been trying to reach you regarding your vehicle's extended warranty. I thought that was a really cute comment. And then the next one, D says, LOL, he's like, you promised we'd hang out this time. And it's true. He keeps coming back in the video and you'll see it when you watch it. And it's like he's trying to say, yeah, I thought it was hangout time. And I make a comment that I'm running late to get my son from school. And this commenter, who I'll say is B, B says, kid, dog ate my homework. Mom, stork made me late. Yes. And great ending to the story. I just in the nick of time managed to get into the car line in time to grab my son on time. Barely, just barely made it in time to get him from school. So it worked out in the end, but it was close. It was very close. And this commenter, also someone B, says, actually, they are smart. I used to feed some South American redhead bird in Tampa, and they were tall, and they would come back around the same time each day and sing to get food. I thought that was so cool. Like, oh, this sweet bird friend would come around to this person and sing like, hey, I'm ready for my food. And in my case, I didn't feed this bird. I have a thing about feeding animals. I believe God created our sweet animal friends to learn how to feed themselves in the wild. So I don't tend to feed birds or stray cats or any of that. That's just me. I'm not going to pick on anybody who does that. But I didn't feed sweet stork friend who came to see me. So he's probably like, oh, she's so rude. The neighbor behind us, behind the house, will feed the birds because there's a little ditch back there where the birds hang out a lot because there's like probably fish in there. So I say ditch. I don't know if it's considered a little creek. I don't know what it's actually called. So I think this stork in particular definitely gets fed, but not by me. Oh, look, I'm already at 17 minutes. I should have said 20. I'm going to finish these comments and then I'll wrap up. Okay, so the next commenter from N says, I live in the mountains of West Virginia. There used to be a big blue heron that would stop in to eat goldfish from my pond. The first time I saw him, I drove down my driveway, backed up to make sure I was seeing what I was seeing. Oh, I should do the accent. Then I double checked with my neighbor. Haha. It would be something to walk outside and see this giant bird out of nowhere noshing on those fishes. I'd watch him till he flew off. He disappeared a couple of years ago. The heron, not my neighbor. I kind of miss him now that he's gone. I thought that was a cool story of another bird friend who would come by. From Jay, you're so sweet to him, and he didn't want to leave. Yeah, I think he didn't want to leave. That was the thing. The video just keeps going because he wants to hang out. And then M says, take care of the house with laughing emoji. So that's the very last line in the video. I say, okay, bye, take care of the house. So I think this person was just laughing at my little commentary in the video. And C says, looks like he was just looking for some shade from the sun. That could be. The garage is obviously shady. It's not very cool in the garage, though, so it'd be hot in there if he did go hang out in there. But very well could be. It's hard to know exactly what he was going to look for in there. I don't know if there's something in the garage that he thinks he wanted. And then W says, he might be a baby. They're very curious. I used to hang with a great blue heron every morning. This is so funny, the people hanging with the birds. He was heartbroken when I moved. They can recognize us. You can probably make friends with him. He's lovely. So if the bird comes back, I'll try to make friends. I don't know if it'll be possible if I don't feed him. But somebody else, A, says, he's beautiful, precious. J says, excuse me, Mama, would you have a moment to speak about our Lord and Savior? I thought that was great. Like, okay, he's an evangelical stork. which I love Jesus. So come on, let's talk Jesus. Bring him over. I don't mind. He probably, my comment back to this person was, he probably has scripture memorized. That's why he doesn't even have his Bible. And then this is a new comment from someone named T. In Aussie, we call that a bin chicken. Oh, that's funny. A bin chicken. I don't know that I get it. I don't know if that's like a food reference, like we eat this bird, or just like a bin chicken. Okay. Somebody will have to inform me on what exactly that reference refers to, but that's pretty funny. Uh, L says, looking for a nesting place, question mark. Like maybe that's what the stork was doing. And then, another new comment. Again, these comments just keep rolling in. I have never had my channel have this much interaction. T says, he's hot, maybe some water. True. He left the little creek though behind us, so he knows where to get his water, which is good. A says, you know what they say about storks, right? Oh, yeah, the joke about pregnancy. No comment there. No, I'm not. Okay, Jay says that there is the last remaining dodo bird. Wonder what it tastes like. Oh no, kidding. I would have enjoyed that experience. Okay, so just somebody being funny. I think the comment on the dodo bird is like, hello, like birds don't hang out with humans. You can get in trouble and end up extinct, but because the dodo bird sadly is an extinct bird, but thankfully I like animals, so I'm not going to hurt the bird. And then the last comment from L says, haha, what a cute interaction. Did he come back? And again, sadly, not yet, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that he hangs out in the little creek and that he'll come back. So no surprise. I've gone over the 15 minutes that I said I was going to do, but that's all I was going to talk about on the podcast today. So thank you. Oh, and I see Mary. Hi. I can't tell if you're still there, but it says you joined. So that might have been a while ago. I'm not paying attention. Okay. So if you've joined me and I didn't say hi to you, I'm so sorry. I was distracted by trying to get my little articles and look at the video. So thanks for joining for those who did. And I will try my best, as I've been trying, to do this every Thursday. That's all for now. As you venture through this sci-fi world we all find ourselves living in, may you be the sunshine to the people around you today. Adios. Bye. I'm going to end on Instagram, and I'll end here on YouTube. Bye.